The 8BitDo Ultimate cemented itself as one of the best budget pro controllers out there. Now, with the release of the Ultimate 2, the question is, does it top the original and is it actually worth the upgrade? At first glance, the Ultimate 2 doesn't look all that different from the original. Same familiar shape, same layout, but it's the minor upgrades that silently set it apart. The first thing you'll probably notice is the RGB ring around the joysticks. Okay, so you've got Fire Ring mode, Rainbow Ring mode with static color options, and my favorite mode of all, Light Tracing mode, which changes color based on your input. Just like Rainbow mode, you can customize the colors to match your setup or mood. This may feel like a bit of a gimmick for some, but I personally think it's a nice touch that makes it stand out from other controllers. Under the hood, we're getting TMR sticks, basically an evolution of Hall Effect sticks. They are still drift resistant, just like Hall Effect, so you don't need to worry about your stick degrading over time. But what sets them apart is the high stick resolution, which gives you a smoother, more precise movement, something that's especially noticeable in games that rely on fine analog control. They're also more power efficient, meaning better battery life. 8BitDo also added new shoulder bumpers, R4 and L4, which are fully remappable. I probably won't use them much myself, but it's always nice to have extra buttons that can come in handy later down the line. And finally, there's a trigger mode switch. You can toggle between linear Hall Effect triggers, which are ideal for racing games, and shorter tactile triggers for snappier response in shooters like Apex Legends. You still get the two back buttons, which I personally love. They're easy to press, sit right where your fingers naturally rest, and can be remapped to anything you want. The bumpers and D-pad have also been slightly refined. They feel more tactile and noticeably clickier compared to the original Ultimate. Well, it wouldn't be an 8BitDo Ultimate controller without the magnetic charging dock. And just like the original, it charges the controller via these magnetic contact points. You still get the USB-C pass-through for the 2.4 GHz dongle, so the controller charges while staying connected. It's simple, elegant, and makes the whole charging experience seamless. The battery life has also seen a small bump, around 25 hours on Bluetooth and roughly 20 hours via 2.4 GHz wireless. Okay, so there are two models that you need to take into account. The wireless 2.4 GHz version supports Windows, Android, and Linux and retails for around $50. The Bluetooth version, on the other hand, adds Switch 1 and Switch 2 support but costs around $10 more. If you're not a Switch user, you can save the cash and get the 2.4 GHz version. Another thing to note is that the Bluetooth model uses the Nintendo Switch button layout, while the wireless model uses the Xbox layout. You can download the 8BitDo Ultimate software version 2 on any mobile device and even on desktop. It's what you use to remap your buttons, tweak their sensitivity, adjust vibration, and even set up macros. You also get 3 custom profiles which you can cycle through using the dedicated profile button, making it super convenient to switch between setups for racing, FPS, or platformers. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot to like about the Ultimate 2. The RGB ring gives it more personality, the TMR sticks feel great, and the extra triggers and trigger lock actually offer real utility. If you don't already own the original Ultimate, this is a no-brainer. It's easily one of the best value pro controllers out right now. For around $50 for the wireless version or $60 for the Bluetooth version, this controller is an absolute steal, especially when games are pushing $80 a pop. And if you already own the original Ultimate, well, your sticks won't be drifting anytime soon. But if you've been wanting features like L4 and R4 buttons, TMR sticks, or trigger switching, then yeah, this upgrade is definitely worth it if those features have been missing in your current setup.